Hello, 1, 2. Hi, Palor. This is this is. I hope this stream actually. Oh yes, this is like the second attempt to make a stream, and it's doing good apparently. But since the first stream was me playing the game for first time in what years, I decided to actually replay it again. Or should I actually play the one I already did? What do you think? Thank you, pal. Yeah, the mobile game isn't really as good, but it still captures the feeling of the Flash one. I do also have the one of the games in. I do also have one of the games in phone, but I don't know how to describe it. It just yeah, the mobile games doesn't have the same quality as the Flash ones. By the way, how are you? It's been a while. Good for you. Good for you, buddy. Yeah, me too. Well, we don't talk as much, but yeah, I'm, I'm, I'm actually also glad that we're still friends. Is it even possible to make any of these recipes in like? Is it even possible? I mean, yes, they cook the pasta in hot water, but about like, is is the breadstick even necessary? Do they actually put breadstick with pasta? I do, I do, but the only thing I know about the game is that the only thing I know about it is that it's somewhat real. You can say it's somewhat related to noodles, but but noodles are basically Asian, maybe even somewhat Chinese, Indonesian, like Indomie. They both have the same thing. Uh, wobbly snake-like thing that you put in hot water so you can eat it, and you put the spices, and sometimes you can actually even add something else. something else like meatball or chicken. Yeah, I've noticed this later because I didn't even notice that she actually wanted some cheese sprinkle. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I've just realized that right after I put the mushrooms. I think that is a must in all Papa's games. It's the doorbell and these warning things that tells you when the food is cooked. They're always must. And to be fair, I uh, maybe it's just exclusive game. Like you get it because the game is about pasta, so it's not necessary for it to be in any other game but this game because well the theme of this game is pasta, so of course it's gonna have a mini game specific for pasta. I don't know if they would do it for other games. I mean, they have a lot of the games don't necessarily have something related to its theme, but this one, yeah, it's pasta. It should make sense. Also, by the way, Papa Louis himself is Italian, so I don't know, but I don't know what to do with this information. I just found it interesting. Thing. I've never actually finished any of these games with. I've never finished any of these games. I actually just be a certain level and then later I be like, alright, I'll never play this game again. Maybe for the 10 years. Yeah, babe. I can see that. I mean, maybe the I don't know. The game, this game in Pacific isn't really. It, it's it. Our past, our pasta's even actually Italian. I mean croissant, which is stereotypically French, is actually from from that country that sometimes you mistake its name for Australia, but it's the other one that sounds like the other. Yeah, that's where croissant actually originated from, but they are still stereotypically French. So I was wondering if pasta is technically Italian or it's from another place and Italians claimed it as their own. The thing about this game is how much they actually force you to buy the doorbell because it's Korean bread. This guy seems to be reasonably to be an exclusive character in the game because, of course, Italiano. Or I hope I'm not actually mispronouncing that. Wait. Oh yeah. To be fair, not every time. I mean, in Palateria or something, or one of the games have that Papa Louie is not the one who scammed them. It's just that it happens that your character sleeps in a construction work, and you were scammed to think it's an apartment, and you have it. I don't know much. I don't actually know much about the game itself because I didn't play it. I tried, but I've never played it. But to be fair, I'm still on Papa Louie's defense here because alright, I'm quite biased toward him. Yeah, yeah. So technically, it's not always Papa Louie who scammed them. It can be sometimes something related to how in one of the game one of the characters get its instrument stolen, and Papa Louie just offer the character to work for them so they can afford for new ones. Which I know it sounds weird, but it kind of makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense at all, but it makes sense to me at least that Papa Louie would hire somebody who have a money problem. I mean, it's not the best thing. He can like donate, but it would be funny if he actually do it like you don't get money for free. You work to get money. Also, what were the names? I get that they want their games to be separated from some other cooking game, but I don't get the whole Mia thing, the whole Ria thing. Yeah, yeah, this one is part scummy, but technically a lot of the I cannot forgive him on this one. Like, alright, tips aren't bad, but they're pretty much not enough, especially in something. Alright. Get it? Fancy bands. Alright. You know what? I sometimes think that if they made a game where they cook an Arabic food, let's say something like biryani, I think I would. I wait. Oh, as I said, I totally want to imagine what would happen if. Cool. I actually sometimes wonder if they want to make a one where it's based on an Arabic food like biryani. Or falafels. I don't know. I cannot even imagine what the game name could be. Falaferia? Biryaniya? Oh hey, oh hey! I can't pick my. Mm, I, if they want to be creative with the food, they can pick something like they have sushi, which is Japanese, pasta, which is Italian, so it's not far-fetched. And it would be interesting if they actually did one with the. Wait a minute. Let me just. I'm having it. One of them have the best beam out of them. It's awesome. Let me. But I'm still actually trying to pick up a food that they didn't try yet. Do you That's actually quite interesting. It could be something in another game, like if they made an update to Burgeria, a deluxe version of Burgeria, they might add French fries. Like a lot of restaurants that serve burgers do actually serve French fries with it. I can't really pick a favorite game because, as I said, a lot of the time I would just pick up the game and be like, all right, I'll never play you again until for the past 5 years or something. Maybe. But I've never played any of the deluxe game, and I haven't seen anyone who played the deluxe version of Burgeria yet. I've seen one with the Freezeria, but Cupcake Burgeria is yet to happen, I guess. By the way, what's your favorite character in the game? Mine's Jojo for some reason. I actually like them all. It's just Jojo is just special for me. French. You know what, I like the orders with no topping because you don't have to suffer to know where to place everything. Well, I'm sorry, Tony, but I didn't know you had such a fancy flavoring. Get it? Okay, that actually came out unintentional, so I'm sorry. It came out unintentionally. Well, I might admit something that in this game I used to think that I can just leave the bread and everything would be fine, because bread, what you gonna do with the bread? Before I realized, oh, when you leave the bread for too long it becomes cold and then you lose some points because the bread is supposed to be served hot. Whee! Well, there goes a good spaghetti. Yeah, you know what the funny thing about the dev? They actually try to defend Papa Louie. I have a feeling they actually purposefully make him do these things because they like to be... What do I call it? Something. But I'm sorry, if in real life a chef scam people to work with for him, he could be immediately arrested, like nothing. You force people to work. maybe my favorite is like Freezeria because it's the first one I've ever played. But I actually prefer the game that actually have something related to it having something. I wonder what would happen if I serve it soggy. Like, will the noodle be will it give me less points? Maybe. I just thought of doing the live stream of the game because I've seen someone who played the game and he only had something like, I guess, a crush on one of the characters. Well, he's actually some he's crazy, I guess, but I love the way he treats the game. Like, instead of him focusing, okay, he actually does focus so much on having a perfect score, which is funny to me because in games like these, having a perfect score is it's not impossible, but it's too hard. Like, relax, man. It's just a game. And yeah, I know. Oh no, I don't know. Actually, sorry. Sorry. Some of these guys have a really weird funky design, like, alright, you might, alright, some of them are pretty normal, and then you'll see one who have a ballet dress while looking like she's, uh, tutus aren't necessarily ballet thing, but it's sure weird. The best thing about these games is that they're offline, so it's like you don't need the internet. Well, I don't, because I do not even bring my phone anywhere except if I need it here in the house. And if you can hear correctly, it's currently calling for prayer here. Plus, a lot of them have normal names, but suddenly you'll find people who have the most funkiest name ever, which is cool. You, Polar, I do not want to call you crazy, but are you crazy? All the games in your all of games in your phone. I can't even focus on one. How do you do it, my man? How do you do it? Like, tell me straight in my face. Like, tell me, or in chat, as, or tell me in the chat. That's more reasonable. Or sounding. I really need to buy one of them alarms. I'm getting overwhelmed. Oh wait. No. I just think. What is that? Is that the currency in Thailand? Interesting. Well, a dollar here is like 3 shekels. Shekels? She- Shekels. Ours is shekel because shekel, of course. Interesting. I actually sort of like the fact that not all countries use the same coin. Oh, I also love Quinn because I don't know, she give off this sassy teacher vibes, or just straight up evil teacher vibes. I don't know what to call it, but yeah, she's awesome. The good the good thing about the getting a false score in build is that if you master the other three, which is like the easiest, let's be honest, it's better. Red station is like the easiest along with it because you don't have to necessarily cause yourself some sort of an OCD problem with it. And I'm saying this genuinely. These games force have this. I might actually ask you how if the game is actually good, because a lot of these games are not available in my phone. So like, how's the games actually? Are the games actually that good? Oh yeah, Korea. Sometime I just actually one time in this game in my first attempt to do a stream in my first attempt to do the stream, I actually once mixed up an order because I was so stressed. The I get like to rank 5 and finish the and end this because this is how I originally planned it. Or maybe I should continue until I get my first payday. The noise. It's not really. Oh yeah, I get what. All of them get confusing at first. Once you know what to do, you mess. It's become good. I wasn't preparing for this brute. The French hat. Okay, off topic, but sometimes I actually do not think stereotypes are necessarily bad. Specifically ones that aren't harmful, like the French stereotype that they wear the French stereotype that they love baguette and croissant, which is yeah, a lot of people actually love them, not necessarily French. Yeah, not necessarily French, but yeah.
إيمان شو بتسوي؟
Second recorder, that would be actually awesome. So hey, before we continue, do you have something to talk about, like politics? Not really, just part of the joke. Do you have anything else to talk about? Yeah, 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 yeah. Ouch. I only This whole game revolves around these two, but you were forced to work so you can just be in their wedding. I don't know, I don't feel specials are even that necessary because, like, okay, I get it. It's cool actually, I love the specials, but they do not seem necessary, like, they're not that necessary. But, yeah, they have something. Oh yeah, the speed up. They have something that you can speed up your game just by speed up the ranking by the specials. Hey, but we have. Hey, but JoJo is in every game, so that's the thing. When in reality, at least one of the past at least say a few minutes, like 5 minutes.
شو بتسوي؟
But yeah, another thing I like about these games is the fact that that's the best thing. Unlike everyone else, and I am calling everyone one. They are the only closers that they never change in the other games. Wait, what about the X Twin? Aren't they closers in every game? Or do they have their own game where they are not closers? Yeah, it's actually quite something. I think it makes this too special because they're closer in every game, and the game forces you to be careful with their orders so you do not mess it up.
Amen.
Oh, I might tell you something like a secret. I used to think that the closers were like the evils, you know. Every game have its own evil. It's only because of their speech bubble, like their speech bubbles have this sharp angles. But now I realize it's mostly because they are picky customers. You know, they want their orders to be perfect. It makes sense. I mean, perfectionists also are sharp, and sometimes they're also evil. I'm not calling any of the closers actually evil, but they're definitely not. They're definitely not that. They're definitely in the gray area. Not good or bad. Maybe Jojo actually leaned a bit. Maybe Quinn and Jojo lean toward that. Jojo actually French? Like, is he actually? Does the game dev actually portray him as French? According to the game itself and the amount of lore videos I've seen, the characters live in a very big island that's almost served as somewhat. Imagine the Earth, but instead of it being 7 continents, it's just one big continent that it doesn't have the word continent in its name, and it's just a big country. Maybe Russia Maybe Russia is one. He does actually say. Yes, I do. Uh, these videos sometimes can be as unhinged as possible. Like sometimes they may come up with the theory that's even not one of them theories like everyone is dead and whatnot. The, I mean theories that sorta make sense, like how I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, some they give theories that aren't necessary, that aren't like oh, everyone in this game is dead, and oh, this is just like a reincarnation thing. By the way, reincarnation theories aren't bad, but they're but it doesn't make sense for everything. Not like, especially if the devs or like the creators of the game themselves do not believe in reincarnations. They do believe, especially overly religious creators. Hey, Paul. 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 Should I call you Paul? The, yeah, I've seen the video. The videos are their videos are actually more than just than fun. Like it's actually cool to see the. All right, Paul. Because Paul. It's always difficult to get the person full first name right. So yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, when it comes to the 100% in this game, it's of course gonna take a while because this game actually somewhat, I don't know how this game actually works on what order, but it technically works as you actually it's not that easy to make it 100%. I found it funny how the game actually started off as a platformer, as like a platformer, and then it ended up being something like, oh, you serve pizza, oh, you serve burgers, oh, you serve hot dogs. It's always it sort of baffles me, but in a good way. Like, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, going back to Quinn and Jojo being closers in all the games, I think it makes sense. Quinn is a teacher, and she seems to be the type that actually prefer to be on the top. So like she prefer her order to be on the top and be better. So she. I don't know. I don't know if I can even pause this. Was I on mute? Because there was something that happened. Oh, I might go on mute for a while. This chaos in here. Some customers really have very bizarre orders. Like, what do you mean you want your cup? What do you mean you want pomegranate with your? I don't know. What do you mean you want pomegranate in your pasta? That's not a real thing in the game, of course, but yeah, this is just like an example of how bizarre their orders can be.
Eu tô precisando.
I think they actually based it on how some fans actually do this. Some players do this. Like, I actually did this once. Not really that I made them. So I served them last, but I just served the closers. The close. I just served the people who come when the store closes first, so I can have at least perfect score on them. Not as, not really as perfect as. Have you? Hey Paul, Tal, have you ever actually eaten pancakes before? I've never. Alright, that's it. I'm gonna close it now and maybe see you next time, Tal. Bye.